I have it pretty good as far as YouTube comments goes. Occasionally I get main comments saying I look like James Corden, and those don't bother me that much. But here's one that I haven't necessarily heard, but I feel, and I know it has probably cost me some subscribers. Over the last year or 2 years, I have really slowed down guitars buying because as you run a YouTube channel, guitars start to find you. As you have obsessed over guitars for 20 years in a certain part of the country, which I had a break, but I've been in the Shenandoah Valley for so long, loving vintage guitars and old Martins, and they just found me. And I got to where I didn't have to hunt for guitars, and I became Jeremy the Guitar Collector, which is the most boring version of myself I could be. So here, let's start with a guitar that I had to hunt down, and I am sending off far. There is a bounty for this guitar over in Scotland. So let's talk about the coolest D-35. This is a 2015 Martin D-1235. Now this is a 12 fret, 12 string Martin D-35. Martin D-35s also have a 3-piece back. This is East Indian rosewood back and sides. It's a Sitka spruce top. Has a beautiful, look at that thing. Has a beautiful pickguard and Ivoroid binding. This is a very special version of this guitar. Now this guitar came out to celebrate the D-35. Now, D-35 came out in 1965. It is a punk rock cool choice from Martin. It is different. It is not bound by the boat anchor that is tradition. There will never be an authentic D-35 because these were made during the lifetimes of people that are still alive. Grammar, language, hard. But making my brain make words. This guitar came out in 1965. It is nostalgic, but it is not tied to the well, the real secret is pre-war guitars. Listen, pre-war guitars are kind of lame. They're super expensive. They're hard to live with. They're cool. Listen, I'm kind of full of it because I also own a Martin D18 Authentic. But the D-35 has always been one of my favorite choices. So this guitar was trying to fix a couple problems. Number one, it was becoming much harder to use Brazilian rosewood, and so the first bit of these guitars was that they wanted to offer Brazilian panel, either Brazilian in the sides or Brazilian on the sides or just in this middle panel. They're warmer, they're more chill. They are aimed at a folk audience, not at a bluegrass audience, and that always lines up way more with my style and my disposition of guitar playing. I wear my genre very loosely, and I think you should too. Bluegrass stresses me out, and it's also too happy. Although it's super sad lyrics, overall it's just too life is good. I'm in a weird mood today. I hunted this guitar down for a friend named Alan. Now, Alan found it, and I kind of did my sleuth thing to see if it was a good deal. And so my friend Alan lives in Scotland, and he's wanted a D-35. He's wanted a 12 fret. He has one of the old ones. And so this is a guitar that he really wanted. And so I vetted it for him. And so what we did was he was able to buy it, send it to me. I was able to look at it and see what I thought about it. And so here is a video of me opening the guitar up, and here's how this thing sounds. Once I saw this guitar and I kind of realized that I like it and it's a good guitar and it passes muster, it is getting my thumbs up of approval, the 2 Guitar Hunter thumbs up of approval, that this guitar is worth sending out of the US into Scotland. And that's a complicated thing, and it's a thing that I've figured out how to do. So if you're going to hunt down guitars, you gotta really work on the skills to send guitars out. My overall thoughts and conclusions on this guitar. It is beautiful. It is remarkable. This is a 50th anniversary, and very little of this is a reissue. I would bet none of this is actually a reissue. and I think this is cool. I wish that more anniversary guitars would just be celebrations of that thing rather than trying to make it as original as possible. And that's why the D-35 is beautiful. It doesn't have to have this like deep tradition that comes with these old guitars from the 30s. If it came around in the 60s, it just gets to be fun and cool. My favorite, I have very few guitars that I wish I would not have sold, but I have a guitar. It was one of my first YouTube videos. It might have been, there was a different channel. Fun fact, there was a different channel to Guitar Hunter. It was Bayou Music Exchange. I had a shop in Covington, Louisiana, and I had a video on there. I'll try and track down some stuff, but I owned a guitar that I absolutely loved, which was a 1971 Martin D-1235, a 12-fret, 12-string slot headstock. This one is a solid headstock, but it's just a remarkable guitar. I think that big dreadnoughts are incredible 12 strings. 12 strings typically lack low end and bass because you have thin strings plus octave up strings, and they just live in a higher, more chimey register. But this one is just authentic and sweet and really nimble. And so this guitar really is an exceptional example of what a dreadnought 12 fret can be. And yeah, I love it. It's a very cool guitar. Alan, thank you for sending me this guitar. Thank you to my patrons for supporting this work. And if you have a guitar that you find in a country and you want it in a different country, let's talk. I can't promise to help everybody, but I can definitely help some people, and getting them between the US and the UK, that's a thing that I can handle. So thanks for watching this video. I'm Jeremy. This is Guitar Hunter. This is a beautiful 50th anniversary Martin D-1235. Bada bing, bada boom. Thanks for watching. Become a patron, become a channel member, get early access to videos, get sweet merch like this hat. And yeah, thanks for watching. In my shingle raincoats, shoes were offshore, kicked around. We steer away the station, we made a sensation, got a bad crowd. But here in our heart, we've used like family. But I will not mourn. So take up your makeup and pocket your pills. I just played this guitar for like 18 minutes straight, and I can't get enough of it. Dude, this thing freaking rules. Probably put a strap up.